Hey everybody, Sunday, May 19th, David Corson, 2024, a little past 7 o'clock. Still going. Hope everybody had a great Sunday. I'm just gonna stand here in the sun. I can't get some shade off me, get some vitamin D. Just got done doing my trek, my run. Anyway, got to cool down, still go down the hill, whatever, it's probably around 3/4 of a mile. In any event, hope everybody had a great Saturday night, had a great Sunday, going into Sunday night with positive mindset, getting ready for a terrific week ahead. Had a great day. Actually slept in this morning. Dogs didn't get us up, so they let us sleep for a little while. Didn't lay in bed till noon or 1, but we got up early, and my wife knew it was 12 o'clock was game time for DU Pioneers and men's lax playing Syracuse Orange down in Towson, Maryland. Started at noon, so she knew it was useless. So I was just putting around the house waiting for the game to start, and then pulled it out 10-8. We'd be going to Philly in the Final Four next weekend. We're playing the Mighty Irish of Notre Dame. Year that the Pios won the national championship, the same 4 teams are in the finals. Maryland, the Irish, the Pioneers, and Virginia. And anyway, we're all really good teams. We're probably ranked number 4. We're probably the underdog. That's okay with me. Everybody knows that we're a high-quality team. And it's Coach Brown's first year, taking over for Coach Tierney. Got a really good team. And anyway, it was great. And then Virginia and John Hopkins went to overtime, and Virginia got the goal. So they earned the trip. And listen, if you're standing after the whole season of bumps and bruises and out-of-league play, in-league play, and then your league tournament, and now in you're the last 4 teams standing, you're a pretty good team. You obviously have a good goalie, you're healthy, and you're ready to get 2 more wins and raise the trophy. That's what it comes down to. So, today it was all about clock management. DU, they had the lead going in the 4th quarter. They played keep away. They took their foot off the pedal a little, which I didn't like as much, but that's okay. Listen, I'm not coaching. I'm just an alumni. I want the W, whichever way you get it. And they just ran out the clock. A little too close for me, but that's how they did it. The Hopkins-Virginia game went to overtime. And man, one of the Hopkins guys didn't realize how much time was left on the clock, and they turned the ball over and at the end there, and then it went to another overtime, or it was the end of the game, I forget. But anyway, it was just, listen, at the end of the game, you've been running all day and hot and sweating, and you just those little mistakes. It always comes down to 1 or 2 plays. That's why I always like watching the last quarter of many games, because that's where the champions are seen, and men separate themselves from the boys. It's just reality. So I'm going to bridge into the digital marketer on the AM to my positive thought of the day, and that's going to be when in action, keep your eye on the clock. Let me repeat that. We'll get out here in the sun. When in action, keep your eye on the clock. And that's for anything. Business, personal, athletics, life in general. When you're doing something, take a look at your watch when you start. When you know when you want to finish. When you know when to break. You just want to look. You just want to keep your eye on things. Know where you are, what you're doing. Do I have all the materials? Do I have my plan together? But your clock is the one that's going to kind of maintain your journey. And I can't say it, enough. You know how many times players where they get flustered, they don't know how much time's left on the shot clock or the game clock, or how much time's left on the penalty. All those little mental mistakes can cost someone a season. And watching this weekend, time clock management was key. And it's just like in the Virginia game. They lost the lead and they were down, and they took a timeout very early. And he meant to, he obviously saw something on the field that the Hopkins guys were doing, but he got his team rallied. And the coach took over and said, hey man, the way that we started, we got to reset right now, because we're not going to win this game if we keep playing the way we are and what we're doing. So here's what we're going to do. And sure enough, they won the game. Even the announcers were talking about it. The best thing the announcers did, they were talking about one of the DU players. And after the warm-ups, or when he was coming out for warm-ups, anyway, the guy got sick, and he blew his breakfast. Anyway, when he walked by him, he said, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "Yeah, I do it every game. It's the way I handle pressure." Just the other day, I was talking about pressure, calm and collected, but everybody handles it different. Some people sing, some people, they just do whatever. This guy, he barfs before every game and blows chow. And the guy was a stud. He scored a couple of goals. But, you know, the butterflies zinging and stuff, that's what it takes for you to, you know, to handle the pressure when you're on a big stage. Everybody's watching, you know, that's a lax junkie who's watching these games this weekend. That's what's so amazing about sports. It brings the worst and the best, but if that's the way someone has to do it, it's just very, very exciting. And as an alumni, I was proud, man. You know, it was a very, very clean game. Syracuse is coached by Gary Gates. He's like a Hall of Fame. You know, he's like a home lacrosse name. Everybody knows who Gary Gates is, and his brother. He played for Syracuse. One of the greatest lacrosse players that ever lived, besides Jim Brown. He played for Syracuse too. But anyway, just a great all-around weekend. It's Sunday night. I'm gonna get in the shower, have some dinner, and the last 3 people standing, I think, for Idol. It all comes down to tonight. So I think there's a big boy, a lineman from Georgia Southern, who plays the guitar. He's a country guy, and he's still in it. And there's this girl, I forget her name, but she's really, really good. And one other guy, and they're all musicians, and they all sing. So, you know, any one of those guys, lady, I should say, any one of those people could be number one, and I have no problem with it. So we're gonna watch it and enjoy it, and get ready for a unbelievable week. You know, short week kind of this week. You know, got Memorial Day weekend coming up. Friday's kind of a wash, and you got Monday off, so you got the long weekend. But with that said, remember, when taking action, keep your eye on the clock. All right, know what's left, how much time you're gonna spend. You know, just keep your eye on the clock. Very, very important. So with that said, I'm going to go finish up, and I will see you tomorrow someplace, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. Get some good REM sleep tonight, and have a fantastic start to your Memorial Day weekend coming up, and your week ahead. Have it be positive, constructive, and successful. So as always, I appreciate you. Cheers, ciao, and I will see you later.